So for complex number z equal to a plus ib, its multiplicative inverse of z, which is denoted by 1 upon z, multiplicative inverse of z, it is denoted by 1 upon z, also denoted by z raised to minus 1, and it is given by a upon a square plus b square plus I into minus b upon a square plus b square. So this is formula, or directly if z is given, you can evaluate 1 upon z. As for example, suppose z equal to 2 plus 3i, or say 3 plus 4i. Find multiplicative inverse z inverse. Suppose we have to find z inverse. So method 1, here a equal to 3, you compare it with a plus ib. So a equal to 3, b equal to 4, so a square plus b square equal to 9 plus 16, that is 25. So by formula z inverse, it is a upon a square plus b square plus I into minus b upon a square plus b square. So according to formula, this is 3 by 25 minus I, b, it is 4 upon 25. This is according to formula. Or alternate method, z inverse, that is 1 upon z, so 1 upon 3 plus 4i. Now we have to express complex number into the standard form, that is a plus ib. So we use surd of the denominator, multiply, divide by 3 minus 4i. So now simplification, 3 minus 4i upon 9 minus 16i square. In denominator where we have x plus y into x minus y, that is x square minus y square form, but we know I square equal to minus 1, so this is minus 1, so minus minus plus, so 3 minus 4i, 9 plus 16. So you can observe it is 3 by 25 minus 4i upon 25. So both are same. When you evaluate z inverse, both are same. So no need to remember formula that inverse is given by a upon a square plus b square plus I into minus b. You given complex number consider as z and find out z inverse. Z inverse equal to 1 upon z, and convert it into the standard form. Now for a complex number, complex conjugate, if z equal to x plus iy, then this we denote z bar, it is x minus iy, is called complex conjugate of x plus iy, and it's a vice versa. is called complex conjugate of Z. As for example, if Z equal to 2 plus 3i, then complex conjugate Z bar, it is given by 2 minus 3i. And here again you note that if you evaluate again conjugate Z bar of bar, again if you evaluate conjugate, so plus is replaced by minus or minus is replaced by plus, vice versa. So this will be 2 plus 3i. So you can observe conjugate of conjugate, it is same complex number. We take 3 illustration. First one, second, if Z equal to 7 minus I, then its conjugate Z bar, it is 7 plus I. 7 plus I. So for Z, its complex conjugate is Z bar, and it's a vice versa. For Z bar, its complex conjugate is Z. Another example, suppose Z equal to minus 3 minus 4i, then complex conjugate Z bar minus 3 plus 4i. So only if for x plus iy, its conjugate is x minus iy. Real part remains same, only imaginary part change. There is a change in the sign only in the imaginary part. We take one more illustration. For example, Z equal to minus 3 plus 4i, then complex conjugate is Z bar equal to minus 3 minus 4i. So this is an example of conjugate. So in short, for a complex number Z equal to x plus iy, its conjugate is denoted by Z bar, and Z bar equal to nothing but x minus iy. Now properties of we take one more of quadratic complex conjugate Z equal to x plus iy. Now we will discuss modulus amplitude form. For a complex number, modulus we discuss modulus and argument. Of a complex number Z. For what is modulus and what is argument? Let Z equal to x plus iy or a plus ib be any complex number. For Z, r equal to under root x square plus y square. We always consider positive square root, that is under root square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Real part sum of square of real part and imaginary part. So this is called modulus of a complex number normally is also denoted by mod z equal to r. This is modulus and it is given by under root x square plus y square. Now put real part equal to r cos theta, x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. So real part equal to r cos theta, imaginary part equal to r sin theta. So cos theta equal to x by r, sin theta equal to y by r. Solve this equation for theta, or theta is also obtained by tan inverse mod y by x, but we will not consider this one because at present we have no idea about inverse. So we always solve these two equations for theta. This theta is called argument, or also known as amplitude. Argument or amplitude of complex number z, argument of z. Now since sine and cos, they are periodic function, so there are so many possible values for theta due to sine and cos are periodic function, but unique theta belongs to open close minus pi to pi is called principal value or principal argument of complex number z. We take for example how to find modulus and how to find amplitude. Principal argument, how to find principal argument. So we take for illustration first example for z equal to 1 plus I. Find out modulus, and question is common, find out modulus and find modulus and principal argument of following complex number. Now before we discuss, you focus on 4 quadrant. If z equal to x plus iy, okay, so there are 4 possibility. 1, x and y both positive. Second possibility, x negative, y positive. Third possibility, both negative, and fourth possibility, in a complex number. Here we consider complex number as an order pair, x comma y. X positive, y negative. So according to this first quadrant, this is first quadrant, here x negative, y positive, so second quadrant, both negative, so third quadrant, and x positive, y negative, so this is fourth quadrant. So when you find theta in all this fourth quadrant, here we will take, in first quadrant we will take theta principal value, we will learn this by one illustration. Here we will take minus theta, here we will take second quadrant, we will take pi minus theta, for third quadrant we will take minus pi plus theta. So to go into the proper quadrant without sign, you have to find out theta, and you have to go into the proper quadrant using theta, pi minus theta, minus pi plus theta. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So before we find, we take any illustration, how to check or how to find this theta. So for that one, we take 4 proper illustration. First one, solve only for principal value. Of argument or principal argument. Say cos theta equal to 1 upon root 2, sin theta equal to 1 upon root 2. Now find out theta. So we will take all the 4 cases, but our theta for principal value, it must belongs to open close minus pi to pi. So here both positive, you observe both positive, so first quadrant, so your theta will be pi by 4, because we know cos 45 or cos pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2, sin pi by 4 1 upon root 2. Second example, suppose cos negative, sin positive, so cos theta minus 1 upon root 2, sin theta 1 upon root 2. Check this one, sin positive, cos negative. So according to all STC, check, cos is negative, sin is positive. So second quadrant, we have to follow pi minus theta. So our theta will be pi minus, without sin you check, cos theta 1 upon root 2 or sin theta 1 upon root 2 is possible if and only if theta pi by 4. So here using this pi minus theta formula, principal argument will be pi minus pi by 4. So without sign you find out, that will be your principal argument theta. So first quadrant theta, second pi minus theta, third minus pi plus theta, fourth one is minus theta. So according to this pi minus pi by 4, so this is 3 pi by 4. Now you observe all the 4 illustrations simultaneously, so you will get better idea. For example, cos theta minus 1 upon root 2, sin theta minus 1 upon root 2. Now check this one, both negative, sin and cos both negative, so naturally third quadrant according to all STC. In third quadrant you forget sign, cos theta equal to 1 upon root 2, then theta will be pi by 4. But to get principal value of argument, we have to use minus pi plus theta formula, because our theta must belongs to open close interval minus pi to pi, and that's why our theta will be minus pi plus pi by 4. So this is nothing but minus 3 pi by 4. You can observe all theta will lies in open close interval minus pi to pi, that is minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree close interval, open close minus. Now fourth illustration, cos positive, sin negative, cos positive, sin negative. So naturally fourth quadrant, so fourth quadrant without sign means positive or negative. You take any one function, say cos theta 1 upon root 2, then theta will be pi by 4. But to get principal value, now according to this condition, cos positive, sin negative, fourth quadrant it is given by minus theta. So here theta will be minus pi by 4. So using all STC, if both positive, here again we mention so if both positive first quadrant, you have to take theta, x positive, y negative, second quadrant you have to take pi minus theta, both negative you have to take minus pi plus theta, and fourth quadrant you have to take minus theta. It is also known as mirror reflection. So using this you have to find principal argument. So now we will take one simple example. For z equal to say 1 minus I, find out for z equal to 1 minus I, find out r and theta. R means modulus, theta means always we will assume principal argument. Now solution. For z equal to 1 minus I. So according to formula, when we compare it with x plus iy, we have to put x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. So here x equal to real part, here real part x equal to 1, imaginary part coefficient of I, it is minus 1. Therefore modulus r equal to under root x square plus y square, that is under root 1 plus 1. X is 1, y is minus 1, so x square plus y square, so this is root 2. So modulus r equal to root 2. So this is modulus. Always we will take positive square root. Now cos theta equal to x by r, real part upon modulus, sin theta equal to y by r. You check this formula, cos theta x by r, sin theta y by r. So cos theta x by r, so this is 1 upon root 2, sin theta y by r, y is minus 1, so minus 1 upon root 2. So this implies, now cos positive, sin negative, cos positive, sin negative, that means fourth quadrant, so our theta will be minus pi by 4. This is principal value of argument. Only follow this basic principle. First quadrant theta, pi minus theta, minus pi plus theta, and minus theta. We take one more example. For z equal to complex number, we take z equal to root 3 minus root 3 plus I. Find out r and theta. R means modulus, theta means principal argument. So these are the basic concept of complex number. What is modulus, what is amplitude, what is argument. Now for z equal to minus root 3 plus I, so real part x equal to minus root 3, imaginary part coefficient of I 1, x negative, y positive. So quadrant will be second because x is negative, y positive. So modulus r equal to under root x square plus y square. So this is under root 3 plus 1. We always take positive square root. So modulus r equal to 2. Therefore r equal to 2. So this is value of modulus r equal to 2. Now we find principal argument. Cos theta equal to x by r. Cos theta x by r. Sin theta y by r. Therefore cos theta x minus root 3 r, it is 2, sin theta y by r 1 by 2. So this implies, now take care, we have to go into the second quadrant because sin positive, cos negative. So if you omit the sin, then sin theta equal to 1 half, then theta must be pi by 6, sin 30 is 1 half. Now we have to go into the second quadrant using this formula, pi minus theta. So our theta will be pi minus pi by 6. So this is pi by 6. So principal argument theta, it will be pi by 6. So this is the value of principal argument theta. So here modulus is 2 and argument is theta equal to pi by 6. So for now again in short, for z equal to x plus iy, z inverse, it is x upon x square plus y square minus I into y upon x square plus y square. This is multiplicative inverse. For z equal to x plus iy, conjugate is z bar and it is x minus iy. Now for z equal to x plus iy, modulus r equal to under root x square plus y square and cos theta x by r sin theta y by r. Theta belongs to open closed minus pi to pi. This theta is principal argument, and to go into the 4 proper quadrant, as we have discussed, first quadrant theta, second quadrant pi minus theta, this is minus pi plus theta, third quadrant, fourth quadrant mirror reflection, and finally when we put for a complex number x plus iy, if we put x equal to r cos theta plus y r sin theta, we take r common, so into bracket cos theta plus I sin theta, where theta is principal argument. This form is known as polar form of a complex number Z. So in the case of finding polar form, only we have to find modulus r and principal value of argument theta. So simply substitute values of r and theta in the form z equal to r into bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. That form will be polar form of a given complex number.